So that's all right. So some things that I was kind of hoping, I guess, communication. All right, master teachers are always communicating with parents, with other teachers. Everything's very transparent with what they do in class. Like, it's out there for resources are readily available. So today we're going to add another resource that maybe you guys, some of you might do, some of you might not. Okay, so I can tell you as a parent of a student myself, one of the things I've seen this year over at Barry Miller is several of Thomas's teachers record their lectures or their instructional time, whether it's with the document camera or teaching from OneNote or whatever their instructional practice is. They'll record it and then upload that video to Canvas, which for me is fantastic because math and science in 7th grade, I have to learn. So his teachers are teaching me so that I can help him by me seeing their lecture, right? Because I'll go back through and I'll review his notes from class. It's a very, very helpful resource. And it's something that I think really stands. I think that the teachers that do that stand apart from teachers that don't, just because it's that way extra level of communication. And it doesn't take much to set up and it doesn't take much to do. So we're going to get you guys set up on it today. Okay, go ahead and hit the next button down there. So you can see here, I'm already screen recording. I've got my little thing up here and I've got the little faded out me up in the top corner up there and all that. What I'm using right now is called ScreenPal. There's 2 of them that I recommend. And the next presentation within this module is a layout of like the pros and cons of 8 of them. If you want to review it later, that's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to focus on 2, and I'm going to let you all decide which one you want to do today. For ScreenPal, they're both free, ScreenPal and Clipchamp. ScreenPal offers a 15-minute recording for free. It's very, very simple to use. It doesn't give you the option to really edit out, but I think it was Ms. Hill was concerned last period. If you have a discipline issue in a class, how do you edit that out of your recording if you're recording it? You see mine, I have a pause button down at the bottom. So I can hit the pause button, address what's going on, and resume what I'm doing. So that's a benefit to ScreenPal. Like I said, it only does 15 minutes though, so you'll have to do like a part 1 or a part 2 if that's something that is if that's something you feel comfortable with. If yours is going to go longer than 15 minutes. Typically, you'd be surprised when you eliminate the discipline out. Usually, it doesn't. You take all that extra out of it, and usually you're sitting right about the 10-12 minute mark. Okay. Or Clipchamp offers you 30 minutes of uninterrupted recording. Now, if you have to pause Clipchamp, it'll create a separate clip, and you have to kind of splice things together. Clipchamp offers more editing features, like serious video editing. If you get into it, it does transitions, it does filter effects, it does green screening, it does, like, it's a pretty robust program. The reason I like both of these is because you can connect both of them to YouTube. So you just hit the button and it automatically uploads your video to YouTube. You don't have to keep things stored on your computer. You don't have to keep large video files on your computer. Okay? So in the past, I've said about using Canvas to keep your videos, which is great. I would still source YouTube videos through Canvas. But in looking at that, if we got a job in Alvin, Clear Creek, Pasadena, Fort Bend, any other district, any video we have in Canvas is stuck in Canvas. Whereas if you host everything in YouTube, you have that wherever you go. All right, so it's sort of a benefit like that. So we're going to go ahead and set up one of those services, and then we're going to set up your YouTube so that you have a YouTube channel and you can link everything through there. That's the plan for today. Sound cool? All right. So based on that, which one do y'all collectively want to do, ScreenPal or Clipchamp? ScreenPal is an easier setup. ScreenPal used to be Screencast-O-Matic, which is what Canvas uses. When you hit the record button in Canvas, that's Screencast-O-Matic or ScreenPal now. The only difference is ScreenPal has made it that it only sources within Canvas. You can't, the exporting feature of that is very difficult. So if you want to pull those videos out of Canvas to put in YouTube, that process is going to be hard. But if you do it this way, it downloads ScreenPal on your desktop and it keeps it separated from Canvas. Make sense? Cool. So let's click on ScreenPal to get that set up.
Do y'all want to do ScreenPal?
Yeah,
I
that
want to
works.
say ScreenPal because you can do parts.
I've
but
done,
I don't wanna put stuff together.
Yeah.
I've done Screencast-O-Matic before.
Yeah, very, very similar. That's all right. So go ahead and click on ScreenPal, and it gives you the step-by-step process right there. That is a live link in step number 1. Okay. So click on ScreenPal.com, select the optional sign up, select record for free. If you want to sign up, you can. That creates a ScreenPal account, and you can like host your videos in ScreenPal instead of YouTube if you want. I just download the app, so I don't bother creating an account. I just launch the free recorder. You'll see where I'm at.
Record for free.
Record for free. And you're going to wait for that to finish downloading. It'll come up as a download up in the top corner, and you click on it and install process and all that stuff. Okay. ScreenPal gives you the option up at the top. You can add like pen features, or you can like draw on the screen and that kind of stuff. So it adds an extra layer of good, sorry, multitasking. It adds a good layer on top of the instructional component. If you look down in the bottom corner of yours, where you have the record button, it's going to give you a few features. You can either record the screen, just the webcam, or both. Now, if you look at my screen up here, the webcam is kind of a faded out thing, so you can still see what's going on behind the screen, behind your webcam. It's not like in Teams when you're on a Teams call and it covers everything. It keeps sort of a faded out, transparent image of you in the top corner. So your students will be able to see, okay, this is Miss Clemens teaching, or this is Miss Holmberg teaching. This isn't some video just sourced off of a random person from YouTube, right? So, also down there, it's going to give you a screen size, all right? Most of you say 1080p. I would change that to full screen. Yeah. Most everybody's going to be 720. I would change that to full screen. That way, whatever happens on your screen, you know is going to be recorded. Yes, one's free recorder. And it's going to do a little install process. Okay. So, once we complete the installation process and you see your little options down there to hit the start record button, go ahead and hit record. Yeah, and it's going to give you the countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. And then now you're recording live. All right. So this is in real time. It is recording whatever you do on your screen. It's recording down all of that. All right. So we just need a few seconds as a sample. So go ahead and hit the pause button. And yeah, you can move your little hazed out person all over the screen, wherever you want to put it. Oh, did you select both, or did you select just the screen to record? ScreenPal offers some basic editing. You can't split a video and make 2 clips out of it, but you can trim the ends in. Okay, so if you hit the record button while your students are coming in, or you're not quite ready to start your lesson yet, but you're already recording, you can trim all that stuff out. Or you finish early and you forget to hit the stop button, you can trim the end of it down. Okay, so this is sort of that basic area, and it's going to give you sliders on the bottom. Okay, so the tools, and then you have oh, it does give you a cut button. Oh, I didn't see that before. Yep. So like if you can see up here, Susan, Sarah is dragging her little time slider all over the timeline down there. So you can cut, and it splits it in 2. And it's going to remove that and get rid of it. Shorten everything up.
After you drag it, then how do you cut it?
So hit the plus cut.
Got it. Okay.
And then you're going to drag the part you want to cut, and it's going to make it red. And then you delete it, and it smashes everything together. Okay? So that's basic editing right there. When you're done with that, say, I'm done editing the video. It's going to be up in the top left corner.
I'm going to show something that's going on.
Yep. Done editing video. Okay. Now it's going to give you an option menu down in the bottom right. And it's going to say, do you want to upload this to ScreenPal? If you had a ScreenPal account, yes. But we're going to hit the hamburger menu for options. That's going to give you several options there where you can upload it. You can do Vimeo, YouTube, ScreenPal, Google Drive, Dropbox. It does not have OneDrive in there. But we're going to use YouTube because YouTube and Canvas work very well together. All right. So this is where we're going to hit the pause button on ScreenPal. We're going to let that sit in the background. Now, the question is, do you all have a Google account? Because Google owns YouTube. Okay. So if you have a Google account, you automatically have a YouTube account. So now we're going to go through the YouTube account process for setup, or we're going to go through and just create a channel if you already have a YouTube account. Do most of us already have a YouTube account? You don't have a Gmail account or anything? You have a Gmail? Okay. So now we're going to go ahead